If you remove Jupiter from the solar system, Earth would be turned into a sieve by asteroids within a single week. This is not an exaggeration. For 4.5 billion years, Jupiter has shielded Earth from tens of millions of deadly impacts. It's like a gigantic gravitational vacuum cleaner. Its mass is 318 times that of Earth. Its gravity is 2.5 times stronger. Every few minutes, an asteroid rushes toward Earth from the deep cosmos, fast enough to cross half of the solar system in the blink of an eye. But 90% of them get captured by Jupiter first. Either it absorbs them or flings them out of the galaxy entirely. And here's the strange part. Jupiter is sitting at the perfect spot. If it was farther, it wouldn't block anything. If it was closer, Earth's orbit would be thrown into chaos. Coincidence, or was something deliberately placing it there? Scientists can't answer this. But one thing is certain, without Jupiter, you wouldn't exist. But here's the more terrifying truth. This guardian almost destroyed Earth with its own hands. 4.5 billion years ago, the solar system looked nothing like today. Back then, Jupiter was like a runaway monster charging straight toward the sun. A planet 300 times the mass of Earth, rushing inward like a cosmic cannon shell, crushing everything in its path. If you were standing on the early Earth, you would have watched Jupiter grow larger and brighter every day, like death itself approaching. Simulations show Jupiter almost reached the orbit of Mars before something mysterious stopped it. What force was that? Hold that thought. This story gets even crazier. Jupiter's birth itself was a disaster. In the early solar system, clouds of gas and dust swirled around the newborn sun. Closer to the sun, hydrogen and helium were scarce, blown away by solar wind. Rocky planets like Earth could only grow slowly on the inside, but Jupiter, in the outer region, devoured gas like a monster. Within a few million years, it became what it is today, holding 70% of the total planetary mass of the whole solar system. But there was a problem. A body this massive staying on the outer edge was unstable. Fluid dynamics caused it to start drifting inward, fast, about 1 AU every 1,000 years. That sounds slow to humans, but for planets, that's lightning speed. As Jupiter rushed into the inner solar system, it was cosmic destruction on a scale we can't imagine. Its gravity shredded asteroids and planet embryos into dust. Mars originally had the chance to become 1.5 times the size of Earth, but Jupiter's gravitational storm stripped it clean, leaving only 10% of the mass it should have had. If Jupiter didn't interfere, Mars could have had an ocean, a magnetic field, and an atmosphere, maybe even life earlier than Earth. But Jupiter didn't care. It kept charging toward the sun. If it kept going, Earth had no chance, either ripped apart by gravity or thrown into interstellar space as a rogue orphan planet, frozen forever. Earth almost never existed. And just at the final moment, Saturn arrived. Though Saturn is only 1/3 Jupiter's mass, their gravity hit a perfect orbital resonance. The two giants pulled on each other, locking each other in place. Jupiter slowed, stopped, and was pulled back out to where it is now. Then Uranus and Neptune joined the gravitational tug of war, and the four giants finally settled in balance. Scientists call this the Grand Migration. It sounds like SCIFI, but the evidence is solid. And if you think that's insane, it's not even the craziest part. When Jupiter was halted, the outer asteroid regions were violently disrupted. Some were thrown outward to form the Kuiper Belt. Some were hurled inward like cosmic rain. Those ice bodies smashed into the inner planets. The craters on the moon today are scars from that era. But here's the twist. Those icy asteroids carried water, massive amounts of it. Studies show more than 60% of the water molecules in Earth's oceans carry isotopic signatures from the outer solar system, meaning that destructive chaos Jupiter caused accidentally delivered the seeds of life. Without Jupiter's migration, Earth might have stayed a dry rock forever. No oceans, no life. So Jupiter is both destroyer and creator. It almost killed Earth, and then later delivered what Earth needed to spark life. And this structure, the way the solar system looks, is absurdly rare. Kepler data shows most planetary systems have uniform, tightly packed planets near their star. The structure like ours, small rocky planets inside, gas giants outside, is rarer than 1 in 1,000. And Jupiter is still protecting us today. In 1994, comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 tried to enter the inner solar system, but when it got 4,000 km from Jupiter, it was torn into 21 pieces. Each impact on Jupiter Jupiter released energy equal to 750 times the entire nuclear arsenal on Earth. Each crater was big enough to swallow multiple Earths. If that comet hit Earth, civilization ends instantly. This kind of interception, Jupiter does it every single day. Its gravitational influence stretches over 130 million kilometers. A cosmic net catching threats before they reach us. And Jupiter itself is deeply mysterious. The Great Red Spot, a storm larger than Earth, has lasted at least 300 years. It is shrinking in diameter, but growing vertically, like a storm skyscraper rising higher and higher. No one knows why. And at its poles, 6 to 8 gigantic cyclones rotate in perfect symmetrical geometry, as if the entire planet is following some coded rule. When we look at Jupiter, we are looking at the witness of Earth's 4.5 billion year fate. It was the god of destruction. It was the mother of creation. It guards us every second, blocking death from the sky. All of this came from one cosmic gamble 4.5 billion years ago. If Jupiter moves slightly closer, if Saturn arrived 1 second late, if those icy asteroids never hit Earth, we would not exist. Humanity itself is a cosmic miracle. And Jupiter spent 4.5 billion years through brutality and mercy, writing this impossible poem of existence. It reminds us how small we are and how lucky we are in this cold universe. We are protected by a giant, and every pulse of that giant whispers a promise. As long as I'm here, Earth is safe.